My name is Trey Grainger, and today I'm going to talk about reflected intelligence, real-world AI, and digital transformation. My company, Lucidworks, builds AI-powered search engine technology powering over 400 customers across the Fortune 1000. We're the primary company developing, hosting, and supporting the open-source Apache Solr search engine, along with our more advanced commercial Lucidworks software, Lucidworks Fusion software. In my role as Chief Algorithms Officer, I drive vision and practical application of next-generation intelligent search algorithms, powering digital transformations across hundreds of the world's biggest and brightest companies. I get to publish research and write books on these topics, including my latest book on AI-powered search. As we talk today about driving digital transformation through real-world AI and reflected intelligence, I guess we should define our terms. At this point, everyone here should have a solid understanding of what digital transformation as a term means. Digital transformation is about strategic adoption of digital technologies to improve processes and productivity or to create robust new digital business models. And consequently, one of the most interesting news articles I read over this past week was about attempting to measure the value of digital technologies we actually use within our daily lives. On Monday, the Washington Post published this article entitled, "What You Do on the Internet is Worth a Lot." U.S. officials are struggling to quantify the value of digital activities and integrate those numbers into public policy. In the article, Jerome Powell, chairman of the Federal Reserve, cited research out of MIT that found that people would have to be paid $17,530 per year to stop using search engines. Another group of researchers studied how much the average user would need to be paid to deactivate their Facebook account for 1 year. The result? More than $1,000. To put that into context, the median annual wage in the US last quarter was $47,000. If the average person would have to be paid $17,000 to give up their search engine usage, this means that people would be willing to forego a 37% raise just to have continued access to search engines. Those stats are staggering. But this makes sense. Search has become the universal user interface for the digital age. It's simple to use, and it gets you access to all the world's information. It helps you find the right product, connect to the best person, ask questions, resolve a problem, or figure out the next best action. And as such, search has also become today's de facto user interface for delivering the value of digital transformations. If you think of the top 10 websites you use on a daily basis, the search box is likely one of the very first places you go when you get to the website. And today's search has evolved tremendously. 20 years ago, search was largely about navigating a directory of websites. And 10 years ago, the most innovative search engine out there could still only return a list of 10 blue links. And legacy enterprise search vendors have failed to help organizations through past digital transformations because they could not make the most of an enterprise's important information easily available for search and exploration by employees. But search and AI have transformed drastically over the past few years. Today's search is expected to be domain aware and to be assistive. It's expected to be contextual and personalized to each individual user, and to be conversational, like a chatbot or virtual assistant. Today's search is expected to be multimodal, supporting searches based upon text, voice, images, and even supporting push-based content recommendations. Today's search is expected to be smart, and ultimately to move beyond just providing links and information, and to instead provide answers and action. At Lucidworks, we provide the world's leading AI-powered search platform, which personalizes search and applied machine learning and has been proven on the world's biggest information systems. But what do I actually mean when I say AI-powered search? We hear so many buzzwords today that it's hard not to roll your eyes when someone gets up here and tells you they are delivering an AI-powered solution of any sort. And indeed, one of my favorite tweets from this past year was this one. The difference between machine learning and AI. If it's written in Python, it's probably machine learning. If it's written in PowerPoint, it's probably AI. Which is funny because it's very true these days. For marketing departments, everything is called AI-powered now, which is why it's important for me to talk in concrete terms with you about what real-world AI-powered search means. If we picture these buzzwords as a Venn diagram, it might be easier to explain the relationships. Artificial intelligence is any time a computer solves tasks in a way that mimics human behavior. Machine learning is a subset of AI focused on applying algorithms that learn from data without having to be explicitly programmed. Deep learning is then a specific subset of machine learning algorithms based on deeply layered neural networks. Data science is a field which intersects heavily with each of these, but which goes beyond them, including often things like data visualization and analytics. Search also heavily overlaps, but also includes other things like scaling, infrastructure, and content acquisition. AI-powered search then becomes the intersection between AI and search, which is this section here. And within AI-powered search, we then see different kinds of systems and capabilities arise. At the outermost layer, we see things like question and answer systems, virtual assistants and chatbots, which are artificial intelligence, but which may or may not leverage machine learning. At the next level down, you see numerous machine learning algorithms which apply to search covering semantic search, recommendations, natural language processing, and so on. Finally, in the deep learning circle, we include some more cutting-edge and sophisticated algorithms leveraged for image and voice search and natural language understanding. And every single one of those capabilities works towards a shared goal of finding connections within our data. It's about connecting people to people, people to information, and people to insights. It's about looking at our organization's documents and data points and automatically connecting the dots to learn the relationships and knowledge they contain and to reflect that knowledge back to enhance employee productivity and customer success. Which brings us to our final topic from our title, reflected intelligence. Reflected intelligence is the idea of our systems using feedback loops to continually learn and improve. For example, in a search engine, a user will run a search and then see a set of search results. They will then take some action. Perhaps they click on a result, maybe they add a product to their shopping cart, purchase it, bookmark it, etc. Those actions then feed back into the system, and the engine is able to learn from those behaviors which results users prefer, and to then better build models to improve the next user search results. This reflected intelligence cycle then repeats ad infinitum, and with the system constantly learning and getting smarter with every user interaction. As a practical example of this, let's say a user searched for iPad. Every user's query gets logged as a query signal. They then see some search results, take some action based upon those results, clicks, purchases, bookmarks, etc., and then those actions are recorded, and all of those signals are ultimately passed to machine learning algorithms in order to learn an improved model for understanding future queries. That model is then leveraged to improve the next search, and the process repeats. So in practice, it looks like this to an end user. When the first user searches for iPad, they get results which match the keyword, but which aren't necessarily very good. In this case, they're mostly iPad accessories. But once we turn the signal boosting feature on, we now see the best results because the engine has learned from all previous user interactions what kind of results users actually prefer to see. So as a case in point, one of our customers, Red Hat, leverages our search platform for a case deflection use case. When their customers have a problem, they can either call up Red Hat support or they can go online and search for the answer themselves. If they don't find the answer quickly, however, it'll obviously still turn into a support call. So Red Hat put our AI-powered search in place, and immediately after turning it on, you can see the initial jump and then the continued learning process as the system performance continued to get smarter and smarter over time with more user interactions. For Red Hat, the business impact was staggering. A 200% increase in click-through rates, a 91% lower cost of ownership, and ultimately 50,000 fewer support tickets coming in. 50,000 fewer. This is with the same website and the same content. All that changed was using AI to learn how to deliver more relevant content for user queries. And fortunately, these AI-powered search techniques work well across all kinds of domains, from digital workplace use cases focused on internal search and employee productivity, to digital commerce use cases focused on more publicly facing websites. E-commerce search is a great example of digital commerce, of that use case. So here you can see some user signals being logged for queries. For example, somebody searched for headphones and somebody searched for bows. Using reflected intelligence, we can learn which terms are commonly misspelled and automatically correct those in the future. So in this example, note that the first entry found here is laptopo, which is a common misspelling for laptop. Then, when any future users accidentally type laptopo, so in this example it says Samsung black laptopo, the system automatically understands how to correct it and return the right results. Similarly, leveraging the same user behavioral signals, we can learn common synonyms for terms. In this case, you'll note the first entry is for the word harmony, for the query harmony. In this particular domain, the AI is learning that when someone searches for harmony, they are usually looking for a universal remote control made by Logitech. So instead of seeing these results, which also include the word harmony in the content, by leveraging reflected intelligence, the engine is able to automatically learn a more relevant understanding of the query from real-world user interactions and to deliver those greatly improved results. And since we're leveraging user interactions to improve search results in aggregate for all users, we can also use each user's individual interactions to build an understanding of their unique interests to drive a personalized search experience. In this case, we can look at this particular user's previously viewed items and detect a few patterns. It appears they are looking for stainless steel appliances and that they are mostly looking at certain brands like Samsung. By building this personalized profile of the user, it enables us to improve their results. So when they run a search for microwave, instead of showing them this default list of microwaves, you can see that the personalized results on the right still return microwaves, but now the user sees stainless steel microwaves made by Samsung at the top of the results. In the digital workplace, we can achieve similar results. The ultimate goal is to bring all of your content, your user interactions, and your domain knowledge together to deliver connected data experiences which leverage AI to constantly learn and improve how data is used in order to better drive outcomes for your employees. So this is an example of an internal search application for enterprise search that we developed at Lucidworks. Notice on the homepage that it is personalized to the unique user, what documents they've interacted with recently, what their calendar looks like for the day ahead, etc. This particular user is in engineering, so they are seeing GitHub notifications which are relevant to them. But another user in marketing may instead see tweets, which they would care more about. Additionally, instead of just matching documents, you can see that the top experts within the company are surfaced associated with any particular query, enabling you to connect the dots and find the optimal source of organizational knowledge. And the search results experience is catered to understanding these different kinds of answers and metadata associated with the query and results. And if you do find a person, the engine can automatically surface relevant information it has learned about the person, like popular documents authored by that person's top skills, other related colleagues with similar skill sets, and so on. And similar information can be presented at the department level, not just on a per-user basis. At the end of the day, leveraging reflected intelligence enables the AI-powered search engine to learn from all of your organization's data, to connect the dots between the data points and your content and user behavior, and to create an understanding of your business that enables massive leaps forward in employee productivity. That $17,500 a year search box that people use in their personal lives, it's that, but now delivered to your employees, equipped with your unique organization's knowledge. This is all done by taking system-generated, human-generated, and application-generated content and feeding it through the system to index it, apply natural language processing and extract entities, to learn from user behavior, and ultimately to deliver an intelligent end-to-end solution. Because digital transformations are all about improving business success, and the future of business success hinges on the outcomes of billions of digital moments. Each and every interaction with your content and with your employees and customers, and taking that and understanding how to interpret those interactions to drive relevant, personalized experiences for your customers. If you'd like to learn more about how these kind of AI-powered search and reflected intelligence approaches can help you with your own digital transformation, please do swing by the Lucidworks booth this afternoon, and I would love to chat with you further. Thanks, everyone.